if you're on a car ride with your dog and you want to document that time in photos and videos, but you don't want a lot of that clutter through the window to compete for your attention in your photos or videos, I have a little tip for you. You want to make sure the focus is on your pretty pups while you're documenting this. So whether you are on a car ride to a vacation or to a trip, or you're just running out to the park for a quick walk and you want to get that documentation, take your camera source and lower it down. You want to be at a low level. You're going to be shooting like from your hip level. We do not want to be shooting straight onto that window or at a downward angle. Oftentimes we will be taller than our dogs even if they're setting up. And so if we are documenting them and we're holding this at a downward angle, we're still getting a lot of that crowded stuff outside of the window. If we're shooting straight onto that window, we're going to see everything that's straight out of that window. Other cars, people on motorcycles, people walking, stuff, houses, clutter, things left on the sidewalks. You do not want those things in your images. So get the camera source down because then you shoot at an upward angle. Typically, if you're shooting at an upward angle, that's going to make your dog look more like a main character because they're big and bold in the image, but you're also getting the higher level up stuff. The clouds, the beautiful sky, the sunrise, the sunset, the beautiful beachy houses in this case, as opposed to all the cars and the trash cans out on road level. You want to make sure you're shooting at that upward angle. And if you are sitting in the back seat, somebody else is driving and you're driving along trying to get that video, you're not going to get as many cars in the background, especially if you are, driving past a lot of traffic. You might get some of those taller trucks, but you're probably not necessarily going to get all of the lower cars, the cars on your level. So that's going to really free up a lot of that space. You're going to get that beautiful content, the moving, things around you, but you are not going to get all the traffic, which we don't necessarily want. So shooting at a lower angle gives really good angles to your dog, makes them look like a big main character, and it gets that beautiful scenery that is a little bit higher up and typically looks nicer than that street level. You also get beautiful lighting that comes in from those windows, so you're probably going to get some really good light on your pup as you're doing this. And if they're laying down, then you're just going to get pieces of the car. So you'll get a little bit of the window up at the top, but if they're at a lower level, now you're down on their level. If they're laying down on the seats and you're shooting from an upward angle, it just makes them look tiny and usually pretty misshapen and bent out of what they would typically look like. So you want to make sure you're shooting at that lower angle. The dogs are going to be lower than you. And so typically while we would hold it up here or even maybe down kind of at chest level, we got to get down on our laps to be filming this to get that really good angle of your dog or your dogs while you are traveling. Follow along for more ideas on how you can be documenting your dog's life through photos and videos for yourself, for your friends and family, and even for your social medias to help you level up and get content that you do not want to miss out on as your pup is growing. We'll see you in tomorrow's episode.